Hey, you rock star fundraiser. Good to see you. I'm Joe Tumalo, your host of Cup of Joe. Most of my work has been plan giving. I work with a lot of gift officers. Oftentimes, when I'm coaching them, they will talk about a donor they met with and they said, I was afraid to bring up the plan giving conversation. How do I know when I'm ready? Don't always know. And the key, I believe, is that if we present ourselves to the donor as a resource, if that's what they want us to be, I will often say, I work with donors who want to make more tax efficient gifts, or I work with donors who want to put a little more thought into how they're making their gifts. It comes across as, I'm here to help you, to serve you. And if we're always asking you to write checks, shame on us for not making you aware of other options. So I do a lot of work on the phone. I have several clients where I am their outsourced plan giving major gift person. And most of that work is cold calling loyal donors who are unassigned and nobody has spoken to in a while or ever. And many, many times I will bring up that plan giving conversation right away. If the conversation is going well, they really care a lot about the organization. They've told me why, and we've had this emotional conversation. There are several things I say, and you can use these, as I always say, do it in your own style, what feels right for you, and depending on if you do know the donor or not. I will say, I know this is a question out of left field. Is it left field or right field? I'm not a big baseball guy. I know this is a question out of left field. Have you ever thought about other ways to support our work, some of which will cost you nothing now and help you have such a bigger impact on the work that we're doing that you care so much about? Has anyone here ever talked to you about other ways to support us with a gift from your estate, in your will or retirement plan beneficiary? How would you feel around a conversation about that? I have never, ever had anybody, and I make a lot of calls, close to 100 calls a week combined for all my clients. I've never had anybody say, what, how dare you, ever. It comes from a place of, I'm here to help you, and I want to make sure, it's my job to make sure that you're aware of all your options. And I'm just asking, it's kind of like a survey. Some of the work we do, it involves working with the board. And so we do board interviews, kind of like a campaign feasibility study, but a plan giving feasibility study. And we'll have a 15, 20-minute phone call with a board member, again, providing that it's going really, really well. I will end that conversation with a little quick survey question. It's not my job to ask you to make any commitment on the phone. You've been incredibly helpful. You're obviously very passionate about this organization and the impact it has on the people it serves. May I ask you, what is the likelihood that you would be open to a conversation with one of the fundraisers here at ABC organization about including them in your estate plans? 60 to 70% of those board members will say, I've already done something, I never told anybody there, or I'd be open to the conversation. Again, never, ever had anybody be offended by that. It's coming from a survey. The other thing I used recently with a board member is we're putting together a list of all the board members and a little spreadsheet. And one of the columns is 0 interest in plan giving. Don't ever approach me about plan giving. Option number 2 is I'd be open to a conversation. And then option 3 is I've already done something, never told you. Would you find yourself in either of those 3 categories? Again, most of the time I get that favorable response of either I've already done something or I'd be open to it. So when is the right time to bring up plan giving conversation? Anytime it's feeling good and you're having a great conversation. Hope that was helpful. If you need help starting or expanding your plan giving program, please give us a call, email us. Thank you, as always, to our sponsor, ThankView. You can click on the discount code there and get 10% off your first order. Thank you so much. All the best.